Hangout on Air is live. Welcome. We're back. Less than 24 hours later. It's fantastic. I am streaming on Hangouts on Air this time because I couldn't get the YouTube software to work for some reason. I don't know why. So I can't tell if anybody's watching right now either. So we'll see. I'm really not that popular. But yeah, anyways, what we're doing today is we are continuing on in building the new LEGO freight set number 60198, which is the cargo train with the powered up system, which is brand new. Last night I got the, oh shoot, I just knocked it off. I completed the forklift. The lighting is a little bit better this time around. That's good. Forklift, the bank truck. It's white, it's hard to see, but it's there, I promise. Completed the crossing. Here's the crossing. Pretty standard, and the buffer track, and the locomotive, obviously. This is a nice locomotive. My stream should be up on my channel in case you wanted to check out any of the cool stuff you may have missed there. But anyways, we're continuing on, soldiering on with this build. This is for a Brick Model Railroader review. Kale was courteous enough to get me a copy and himself a copy of the passenger train to build for reviews for the website. So this is where we're at right now, and time to get started with the next couple steps here. So it looks like I need some of the larger plates to, yep, I do need some of the larger plates to go in. Working on the log car now. Hey Austin, thank you for watching the stream. Yeah, this is I honestly cannot say that I dislike the set. I can say that I dislike powered up. I like power functions. I can say that I dislike powered up, but that's only because that powered up is not the system that I want it to be. For somebody who's going to buy this as a gift, possibly for their child, I said a lot of this last night, but this kit is not intended to go to a market like me. So in my review that I'm going to write for BMR very soon, I can't write it with that kind of a mindset. I have to write it keeping the original target audience in mind. And the lighting is better today. I'm very, very glad for that. It's nice. Let's see. We got the robber, the crook figurine. Because he's got binoculars, but I don't know where they are. I don't see them. There they are. They're hidden amongst the chains. Hey, Matt. Thank you for watching. A wild Glen has indeed appeared. Appreciate your support on the stream, my friend. Good to see you. I can't see how many people are watching. I don't have the nice interface that YouTube gives me. So I'm just I've got just my laptop. My monitor is over there. I'm not streaming from my actual desk. I'm got my laptop set up from a folding table, which I'm calling my build table. But yeah, I'm streaming from there as a temporary streaming solution. So I don't have the advantage of two monitors. I didn't feel like moving the other one over, honestly. So that's where we're at. That's interesting. It's a nice little technique. It's, using these parts as the little exhaust parts, these guys as hand railing, is a technique that I feel is underdone. Because look, you can get these nice kind of railings on the sides there, and I like that. I like that technique. Very simple, but it's nice. We've got the couplers going on now. It's a very simple and short log car. 16 studs long, it looks like. Yep. Pretty basic. Your standard easy to assemble log car from Lego. I feel like one of the things that I would like to see Lego do more of is more freight car and passenger car kits, like reminiscent of the 9-volt and 12-volt days. But obviously, and I know I'm not necessarily in the minority of that, but the people who are asking for stuff like that probably will never end up buying them anyways. Um, I would maybe possibly from a collector's standpoint, but in all honesty, I feel like the quality of the cars that I would want to get out of a specifically like a three pack of freight cars, I would feel like the quality. I feel like I would want the quality rather. I can't talk today. I feel like I'd want the quality and the amount of parts and just to be a little bit higher than what you get in one of these. So I feel like the locomotive kind of towers above the rest of the cars, minus the crane car. The crane car is pretty cool, but the rest of I feel are a little subpar. It's probably just me being picky. Gotta open the boxes for the axles now. There's only two per little box. I said they could fit like 10 of them in there. There we go. There's the car. Now time to make some logs. Looks like it's 6 2x2 rounds. 4, 5, 6, plus one of these, and 6 more. Three, 4, 5, and 6. There's one with the chain on. There we go. One log with chain. The next. Is that weird piece? Don't want to lose any parts. I'm probably not going to get quite the viewership that I had. Most of my viewers are in the United States, and right now it's only 5 o'clock Eastern time, so yeah, it's kind of early. Second log, same as the first. Third, same as the second. Obviously, easy to build, fun to play with. That's Lego's mentality for trains, which is fine if you're into that kind of thing. Six people watching now. Thanks, Matt. Hello to everybody watching. I very much appreciate the support. If you're just joining me, I'm building the 60198 new city cargo train with the powered up system. Built so far today, I've built the log car and the logs. It's very early on in the stream, but built plenty last night, as can be seen from the rest of the desk here. I don't know how I'm supposed to fit this on there. Maybe I'm just incompetent. Wow. Hello, Eli. Thank you for watching the stream. Sure, we'll call it like that. That's fine. I don't know what I'm doing. Help. And apparently the robber goes on log car as such. Nice. Very nice to hear, Matt. I'm glad to hear that your fleet is growing. I need to grow my fleet. I don't know what to do with this extra chain. Sure, we'll just leave it there. Honestly, don't know. It's weird. Did I get the AAA batteries for the engine? I did not. I'm probably not going to do that very soon. I need to, though. Definitely need to. Kind of slacking there. I apologize. I probably should have done that before I started the stream. It didn't quite cross my mind, and I apologize again for that. So, but we can still have fun and build it. Building it's most of the fun anyways these days. At least it's what I've been told. Onto the crane car now. This will be interesting. So many bags of parts. Batteries not included, indeed. When are batteries ever included? But we can still build the train. It's my primary concern anyways. Hello Midwestern, thank you for watching. Appreciate the support. Put the sticker sheet somewhere else so I can actually see what I'm doing. I have a lot of other sets that I need to crack open and build. Probably the first of which will be the Saturn V. I've been looking forward to building that for almost 9 months now. But I will. I'll definitely build that Saturn V. Hey Dawson, thanks for joining. Still chipping our way through this cargo train. Slowly but surely we'll get there. We'll finish it today probably in not too very long actually. You know. Guys, if you don't know Dawson, who's in the chat, he has built this really nice Conway Scenic locomotive, and it's actually on display in the Conway Scenic station right now, which is pretty awesome. There's an article written on it for Brick Model Railroader. Check that out on our website. He did a really good job on it. It's very cool to read about and look at for sure. I remember riding the Conway Scenic several years ago now. It would have been, I don't even remember what year, but it would have been it. Oh, I don't know. It's a long time ago. Possibly 9 years back in the day. Outriggers. Swing out, fold down, easy. You do actually have to use the outriggers when you operate the crane. One, because it's good practice, and two, because depending on what you pick up with these cranes, you actually will need them. The old RC set was uh, a similar case. Scissors open these. I'm not going to do that again. Ow. Just poked myself. There we go. Have I said what I think about the new command system? Yeah. This is just me personally, because I have to say that because I've mentioned it before, probably several times already, too many times for a lot of people. But this review that I'm doing has to be written from the point of view of a neutral observer, which it will be, because but the reason for doing such is that I am not the target audience of the kit. Sorry. Um, so, it's marketed to somebody who's going to buy this probably for their child or is just getting started in trains and looking for a place to start. So if I come along being an expert by some standards on everything that goes on with Lego trains, and I come out and say, oh, this is a bad system, don't buy this kit, it's going to shy a lot of people away. But I can't do that because it's not intended for me to use, I guess is a word for it, but I'm not the target audience, better way to say it. But to answer your question more fully, I don't particularly like the new powered up system. The experiences that I've seen and the experiences that I personally had with it are less than favorable. I've seen a fair few dropped connections between the remote and the receiver in the locomotive. I've seen it get jammed full on, and you have to turn the entire thing off to fix that, which is not good. The range on this new remote is also pretty bad. So I'm gonna grab a new bag here. It'll only has a connection enough for a small layout, which is unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. But yeah, to answer your question, I don't really like it so far. I mean, the other thing about it is that we don't really know what all the system or what Lego has in store for the system. Like, it could mean that they're planning to do a lot more with it. It could mean that it could be with all the negativity that's come back from, people such as myself. I actually haven't personally said anything about it and like directly to Lego, but a lot of other people have been expressing concerns and annoyances with it. So, who's to say what will truly become a powered up? But it's regardless, it's a time for, if you're a person like me and into the more model railroading side of the Lego train hobby, if you're into that, I'd say it's time to start showing your support for third-party companies like PFX and other people who are working to bring more features into the hobby through third-party systems and you know, those kind of things. So it's definitely going to be a third-party world for me going forward with Powered Up, and I don't really have a problem with that. I realize that some people might have some issues with that, but as far as what I want to get out of what I put into the hobby for myself, that's what I want. I want to be able to properly model the locomotives and cars that I want to do and be able to run them properly as well. And you know, if that means that I have to look to third parties to do that, then so be it. Just kind of my thoughts on things. Obviously, it's very subjective. Everybody has to decide for themselves what they want to get out of the hobby, not just Lego trains, but any hobby that you put so much time and effort into, for sure. I mean, if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, then you know what's the point? It has to make sense to you before you can, you know, start doing what you want with it. Just the way that I see things. Got some control panel stickers going on here. Pretty cool. Classic Lego with probably a more than necessary amount of gauges and controls and levers and buttons and dials on that sticker there. But it's classic Lego. That's what they do. I've operated a real crane, and it's not super difficult. At least I think it was I was the one operating it. I can't remember. Might have been my brother. It was a while ago. How's it going, Troublemaker? Thanks for joining the stream. Does Bluetooth not work well with the FX brick? Bluetooth does it. It works very well, but oh wow, that's kind of cool. Let me show this off real quick. So this is actually very cool. The stickers that I bought actually get housed indoors, or stickers that I just put on actually get housed in little cabinets. That's actually kind of cool. But anyways, the Bluetooth doesn't work very well at all in a convention setting. I tried it with the S-Brick, and it's been a proven issue with both the S-Brick, the BooWiz, and the PFX. It's it's virtually impossible to control with the Bluetooth command in a convention setting, which is very unfortunate. Gets a lot of mixed signals from everywhere, stuff like that. Kind of annoying, but you know, it's some of the stuff that we got to deal with. The nice alternative, though, is that you're not strictly limited to the Bluetooth system with the PFX brick. You can choose to use the IR, and I very much prefer it. That said, I'm still looking into radio control for my next locomotive, for sure. I definitely want radio control in that. Got your classic worm gear transmission box. Hey Jay. I'm building the entire time. Don't you make fun of me. There you go. Goes on the end there. There we go. Next, insert onto the assembly. Boom. Insert these guys. That's a good strong Technic connection there. Very nice. Not going anywhere now. Austin, to answer your question, technically, yes, there is. If you use this new powered up system on the Bluetooth, the powered up app through your phone, there are some sounds that you can activate directly from your phone, but it plays through the speakers. So take that how you will. You might think that that's not a big deal, and I would be in that camp. I don't think that's anything special really, because if you're the kind of guy who chooses not to use their phone, like me, then you won't care as much. But if you're the kind of guy that goes for that kind of thing, that's cool. More power to you. I gotta tie string now. I was not looking forward to this part. But I cannot blame Lego for making me do it myself. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to be tying string all day in a Lego factory either. Yeah, I'm not sure how well this system is going to work out in the long run. Um, there's obviously going to be an inevitable replacement for it, just like there was for power functions, and power functions really was, as far as like a plug and play system for trains, it was the best because you could get so much out of it just out of the box. And if you're the kind of guy like me who wants to mock a bunch of heavy steam locomotives that pull heavy trains, it's ideal because you can do that and get really nice performance with it. You'd like to see somebody put TCS wow sound in a train. Kale is actually going to work on that. It's one of the things that he wants to do with some of his engines. Is TCS wow sound. It's expensive, but it stuff that some of us are currently looking at doing. It's going to work. So that's pretty sweet. Yep, that's not big enough yet. This is by far the most interesting part of my entire YouTube career, is just tying knots into Lego string on a live stream. My channel's gone downhill fast. Yeah, there's a lot of custom stuff that we're looking at doing nowadays. My next locomotive, I'm going to be putting probably a Dali Electronics soundboard in there, just like I have in my Crusader. And oh shoot, it's still not big enough. Wow, gotta tie more knots. I'm looking to do that as and wire that into a system called Deltang, which is a radio transmitter and receiver, and I can get a really nice custom remote for that. That will allow me to use an inertia function. So basically, I can set the speed, and the locomotive will slowly accelerate to that speed, or I can turn the inertia all the way down and get instantaneous response, which is pretty awesome. I'm sure I'm doing this the wrong way. Yeah, I'm definitely doing this the wrong way, but I'm working on it. Hey Cosby, thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. See if that'll work now. Nope. I'm failing here, guys. gonna do what Lego suggests. Probably wasted a lot of distance on that string, but nothing I can do about it now. Also, that should be clicked in. Trains you want to build would be too big and heavy. I seriously doubt that you could do any worse than Cale's Norfolk and Westerns. They're pretty big and pretty heavy. This is just not working out. I am struggling so hard with this. Yeah, it's essentially what I'm trying to do, Jay. Troublemaker, we have had his Norfolk and Westerns can pull a 26 car train. That's if you're looking to do much more than that, you need a different hobby. And those 26 cars are very heavy. I don't know how many of them had bearings, though. I would wager that not as many of them had bearings as we would have liked, because it was pretty much all just BMR hoppers, but the original versions. So they didn't have the bearings in them. There, finally got it. That was irritating. Sorry about that, guys. It took way too long. Chassis Safety Express. I'm sure you could do it. That would be cool. The entire American Freedom train with all 3 locomotives. That would be pretty sweet. Chassis Safety Express is 26 cars. If you make your passenger cars lightweight and put bearings on them, I'm sure you could do that. In fact, I know it can be done. Here we go. Building the boom now. That and that. Put some stickers on. one sticker. Getting down towards the end of the stickers, thankfully. You guys are talking about PFX bricks and 280s. The Kale's new Maryland and Pennsylvania locomotive, it's a 280, and it does use a PFX with a large speaker, and all of that, and a light board, and all of that is shoved into that tiny little tender. So it can be done. I would recommend a larger consolidation though, because it's easier to work with. But I love that little engine. It's one of my favorite ones that he's ever done. Okay, I see how this works now. Got it. The crane isn't particularly strong. I already know that to be true, unfortunately. I was playing with it at NMRA and it could not do too much. Which is kind of sad, because sometimes you actually want to use your crane. There. Wind up the string. Bachmann size 280. Two XL. Wow, that just broke red. Came right off. Two XL motors in the tender. Wow, that's overkill. For consolidation. Even for a consolidation, rather. I don't think you need more than one. If you're using an XL motor, you already have a lot of power. It's not going to go too fast, but you'll definitely have a lot of power when you want it, which is good. But I definitely don't think that you need more than one XL motor in a consolidation. Just me. If you want to try it out, go for it. More power to you. Make sure it's nice and tight. Yeah, I know a couple guys who could sell you some bearings. How many do you want? Not sponsored, I just work for them. Let's see what we got going on. Almost there. Coming down to the end. We still got the container carrier car and the that signal tower to make. The interlocking tower, switch tower, you name it. Whatever you want it to be, that's what it is. All the bearings. If you build a Greenbrier, you're gonna make Nate Robinson jealous. Nader's Mox. He wants to do a Greenbrier. He wants to do every C&O steam locomotive. Literally every one, which is a lot. That's done. And click. We're all good. This extends down and goes on that, just so it doesn't wave around too much. And then I believe that is the crane car done. Of course you're doing 614 specifically. It's the last one built and it's the only surviving one. You have to do that one. Alright, on to the container car and then the signaling tower. And this is the last book. We're almost there. I must have missed something. I have this ramp part, but it hadn't told me anywhere to put it. So, I don't know. Alright, what do we have going on now? Need bag number 11. This is for the containers and the container car. Yay, undersized containers. Yeah, these aren't your 40-foot industrial shipping containers for sure. Those would be 32 studs long. There's dark blue plates in this. Oh, it's for the jet ski, of course. The ramp is part of the signal tower roof. You're correct. I was thinking it was like a forklift loading thing. Good call, Matt. I appreciate it. Can't build till you get more money. Same. I skipped like 3 steps. There we go, that's better. A lot of plates going together here. Last of the couplers going on. Machined brick holes that fit plastic. I don't know. That'd be cool though. I want to do that eventually when I rebuild my Crusader. I would like to put bearings on the drive wheels. I would really love to do that actually. Would really love to do that. Just freewheeling around the place. Still just, the next version is still just going to use train motors. It's just going to look a lot nicer. Yeah, it might not be a super good idea to just do just machine out the Technic bricks. There's a 3D printed one on Shapeways under the on the BrickTrack store. I'm pretty sure it's on the BrickTrack store. It's a prototype for the bearing size that you need to fit a Technic axle. So if you want to spend some money on them, you can, go find them. Forgot what I was going to say next. Oh yeah, the comment about the American style couplers. That's getting worked on. We're working on a non-magnetic replace. I say we. I have no real involvement with it other than just promotion. But the BrickTrax guy Scott is one of his other projects is getting a replacement for the magnetic coupler that BMR uses in all of our stuff. Can't talk today. Because if we start making kits with those kind of couplers, we're gonna bleed the supply rather quickly. So we're looking for replacements. Sorry, I've just done something wrong. Yep, that was supposed to be a plate. There we go, fixed. Yeah, actual knuckle coupler. We don't know yet. It's just a prototype, but it would be an actual working knuckle coupler. That'd be pretty rad. Again, don't know when that's going to happen, even if it's going to happen at this point. Probably will, but it just might be a while. I was just making sure I didn't miss a sticker. I don't think I did. Oh, no, I didn't. I know where that goes. Yeah, KD couplers, but entirely made for Lego, not KD couplers, which means they're not KD couplers anymore, but that's the idea. Which is pretty awesome if you ask me. I can't wait to get my hands on some of those. Yeah, there are a couple pictures of the prototype version of the knuckle coupler on Flickr somewhere. I think they're on Scott's photo stream. If you just look up BrickTrax on Flickr, you should find them. Pretty nice and simple bank container so far. See you, Matt. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Sorry if it looks like I'm squinting the whole time. My windows are in front of me, which provides excellent light here in the early evening. But it is at times right in my eyes. That's wrong. And there we go. Here's the bank container. Nice and simple. Opens up. Put the pallet in it. Yeah, running space does become an issue when you live in an apartment. I'm currently dealing with that, but it's what you make of it at some point. Like, I would much rather, where's the brick separator? Put that down in the wrong spot. I would much rather be able to run on a temporary loop of good track than, you know, not be able to run at all. I guess would be one of the alternatives. Definitely would rather be able to run there. Definitely faster than I can build a locomotive. That is for sure. Lego track rollers. Yeah, but you don't really run anything there. It doesn't go anywhere. I would like to come up with a nice adjustable roller track design. I've got an idea for one started in a LDD somewhere, but it's nothing too much right now. I'd like to give it a second look at some point. Sure, I will. Got other stuff to do right now. I guess this is a snowmobile. Pretty nice little build. Got dark blue in it. That's cool. When does a Lego train stop being a Lego train? That's up for you to decide. Oh, it's printed. That's nice. Yeah, we have been having that debate a lot. It's really more up to the individual than anything else. That's what I've been finding. It's what I think. There's a lot of things that I would do and a lot of things that I would not do in building a new train. I don't know why I choose to do some things and choose not to do others, because at some point it's all just custom stuff. So there you go. That sits in there. Got a little pallet. That's cool. And then that goes on the container car. That's the container car done. Nice. I think I missed something somewhere. I'm sure I did. Yep. Definitely did. I missed these two guys. No harm. Easy to fix. They keep the containers on there a little bit well. All right, on to the signal tower. This is the last bag. Bag number 12. And then we'll be done with Lego set number 60198. It's a nice little set. I have to say, it's cool. You guys are talking about all the where do you draw the line kind of conversation.
And I struggle with that a lot. Not gonna lie. It's a hard conversation to have, especially with somebody maybe like myself who's really. I would say that I'm very passionate about the hobby, and so I need to make sure that something makes sense to me before I do anything with it. I think I mentioned that earlier today. Um, so I was having this conversation with myself a lot, and it's a really weird hobby because you have people who are happy to buy sets like what I'm building right now and buy them off the shelf and then just run those and modify them, or maybe not even modify them in some cases. And those people are completely happy with that, and that's awesome. That's great. They can clearly enjoy it. And you have other people who are kind of casual. You have other people, I would say like myself, who are super hardcore into it and want to do this, that, and the other thing with their bricks and their collection. And somewhere you have to decide for yourself. Well, do I want to stick to my guns and keep it 100% pure and don't not use any third party or non Lego parts, or do I want to actually be able to properly model the locomotives that I want to model, locomotives, cars, what have you. And I usually choose the latter route because I want to get very specific things out of this hobby, and that means that I'm going to have to break a lot of other people's rules, but that's fine because it doesn't affect them. It's my hobby. I'm going to choose to get out of it what I want, and that is that. But I do see the point of I do see a little bit of the argument to just entirely switching to conventional model trains, because honestly, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to do in conventional modeling, and a lot of stuff that I probably will do. There's a couple locomotives that I would like to model for myself from scratch, um, just for fun. Some projects like that, and cool stuff. So Cosby, you say that modifying couplers are a little bit much for you, but what about when we run out of couplers? Are you gonna cut up official Lego couplers like these just so you can actually build what you want, or are you gonna go custom? That's one of the questions that you'll have to answer. Traditional scale modeling does still have a really nice appeal for me, though. I love scratch building things. It's why I like doing in Lego. But I also like being able to be a rivet counter. I'm sure a lot of people know what that is, but I don't need to explain what that term means to a lot of people. Um, where the debate seems to win at the moment mostly depends on whether or not you're a Lego model builder who happens to build trains, or a model train enthusiast who happens to build Lego. That makes a lot of sense. That's the way that I've kind of been looking at it more recently. I would definitely put myself in the second group, where I say I am a model train enthusiast who chooses to model using Lego bricks. I would definitely say that that's how I work. You know, just me, but you know, just because I do it this way doesn't mean that you guys have to. That's the nice thing about it. HO scale has a lot of appeal. The custom stuff that I want to do scratch building for myself. I do want to do a couple British locomotives and probably buy a couple of other ready-made British locomotives. So those will probably be 00 scale. But I want to model one particular locomotive for myself in HO scale and be able to use it on other people's layouts if they feeling so inclined to let me use their track space, which is never a given. That's a cool part. This Technic part here on the end, it's like a axle holder, but on the end it's got space for a stud to clip in. So like you can, I'm sorry, it's got space for a 3mm bar. I'm definitely going to do some HO stuff and some 00 scale stuff at some point. It's really stuff that I can enjoy doing. There's a couple of people, there's a couple of people that I watch on YouTube and that I interact with at some points that I really like talking to, and they're into that kind of a thing and the whole scratch building game and stuff like that. And I really enjoy, seeing what they do because they do a lot of really good work. I just never have enough time. Let's see, there it is. Signal flipping system, green, red, green, red, green, red. It's got this nice stop on the back to it so you can't turn it too far. What I'm going to do is this is just really nitpicking. There's no reason for me to have to do this. And now it makes sense when you look at the arrows. Am I going to the Big E train show next January? Is that the Amherst model train show? I don't know what I'm doing next January. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going to try to go to Brickworld Chicago, though. That's a definite. It'll have been 4 years since I've been there. Only went one time in 2015. Definitely got to go again. I'm gonna make a serious attempt for the best train award next year. Check out Luke Cohen on YouTube. I will. Can you send me that link, a link to his channel? I'd appreciate that. You don't have to paint anything with Lego unless you just choose to, like I will be doing, like I actually have done before. And I'm going to be doing it again. No shame. I was mentioning yesterday about how I really want one of my locomotives to be modeled properly in olive green. I mean, they're going to have to paint a lot of parts. So I'm going to paint. That. This is a nice tidy little signal tower. Jay, I'm going to do olive green. It's an old Baldwin locomotive. Gonna model it in classic Baldwin olive green, which is fairly close to Lego dark green. I'm sorry, Lego olive green. But it does mean I just have to paint a lot of stuff. So be it. This cool little coffee maker, very simple. Every switchman needs their coffee, or switchwoman. Get messages. Ah, thank you. Time to put these guys on. Put the stickers on them first, actually. Yeah, Jay, all my HO stuff is sitting in boxes too right now. I separated the good stuff though. I got actually inherited several things from my dad. My dad used to build models when he was my age. He did a few trains. He's more of an army modeler, but he doesn't know where any of those went, unfortunately. He had a lot of really cool models. There's a couple pictures of them that survived, but I don't know where the rest of them went. There you go. The actual track diagram included in the box is the sticker and the switch tower. That's kind of cool. I like that detail. I'm a fan. One window goes over here. We've used up all the stickers. They're all gone. Fantastic. Actually, put this window on backwards. Oops. All right. Cracking on. We're very close to the end now. Couple remaining pages in the signal tower book. Couple remaining parts. Well, a few remaining parts. A handful of them. And therefore, we're nearing the end of the stream. Been a fun build though. I've actually enjoyed building this. It's a nice little set. I do like it. And that clicks on there. Almost done with that. Need the ladder now. Where did I put that? It's over here. Excuse me. Sorry, I couldn't mute my mic fast enough. Almost done. Oh, yeah, this is the part that slides in and out. That's nice. Nice feature. And this will go on like such. And then, just to make sure, that is the signal tower finished, my friends. You can swap the signals. Green, go, don't go, go, don't go. Got the ladder to climb up. Door opens inward. Control panel, control boards, coffee maker, and then a wrench there at the bottom. The switchwoman, railway worker. And thus, we have reached the last step in the instructions to put it all together. So I'm just kind of gonna lay it out here on the desk. I don't quite have the space to put the entire layout together, but I'll do what I can. Still don't have the batteries. I apologize if you came to the stream today expecting me to have batteries, because I don't, and I do feel bad. It's just wasn't able to get them. I should have gotten them before I started the stream today, but I did not. It didn't cross my mind. So I do apologize for that. There we go. Is Penlug ever going to upgrade the curves with 3D printed track? That's a possibility. It'd be kind of nice. There we go. Thankfully, I just got a lot more track off of lug bulk, so that's nice. The curves are 9 volt, but we don't use them. It's just leftover track from a Penlug member. who just decided I'm just gonna do all of the grand curves now, and then just did, just being crazy. I can't see that side of my screen right now. I don't know what all you guys can see and what you can't. So if you're just joining us now, which I do apologize if you are, we're very close to the end of the stream. But because I finished building everything, we're done. There's the locomotive. There's the container car, log car, crane car. Get the extra track out of here. Trying to make so everything can see it all. Put the railway worker in the switch tower. Sit down, there you go. There we go. That's Lego number 60198. Powered up, complete. We're done. I definitely, I have to say I enjoyed building this set. I do like it. As I've already mentioned, the powered up system is not going to be what I want to use for probably any of my locomotives, but this is a good set. If I was looking to just get into Lego trains, I probably would buy this set. You know, if I didn't know anything and wanted to get into the hobby, I would buy the set. I might buy the passenger set first, but just because I would prefer to have that one first. I just like the way it looks in the dark blue. But this is a good set. It's definitely got a lot more playability than the passenger set, that's for sure. You know, a lot of cool features. You know, engine's actually really nice. I like it. You know, the only thing that I don't like about it, and this is just my personal opinion, is just the powered up system. I just don't like the way it works. But the other thing about that is, as I've mentioned before, is that we don't know everything about it yet. So I can't say that I know everything about it yet. So, you know, I can't form a full opinion on it as of right now. But I do like the set. This is a good set. If you are looking to get started in the hobby, I probably would recommend this. I would also look around to see if you can start mocking your own stuff. I would definitely would look into that as well if I was just getting into the hobby. But that takes care of this, guys. I really appreciate everybody who came out and supported the stream, came out and had fun in the chat, and listened to me go on about random topics and watching me build for the first time in forever. What feels like that, anyways. So well, we're done now. I want to reiterate, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm going to be writing the review of my official and formal review of this set and put it on the Brick Model Railroader website. So if you haven't already, be sure to follow Brick Model Railroader on social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Be sure to follow us all there and check out our website for more cool stuff. But I'll be posting my review there in a more formal tone. Hopefully later this week, probably by the end of this week, I should say. But that takes care of that. If you don't already, be sure to follow me, my personal accounts on social media, my Lego accounts rather. I don't give out my personal one. My Lego account is at Emperor of the North Pole. You can find me there. Obviously, you know where I'm at on YouTube, and takes care of that. That's all for now, guys. Thank you again for watching. I'll leave the live stream posted on my channel in case you came late and would like to watch the beginning of it. So I'll leave it there for now, guys. Once again, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you all later. And broadcast.